All right, Shalom. I want to start off, as always, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Racha HaKodash, double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love into the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this morning's lesson, I have two videos here pulled up that I wanted to briefly speak about. And of course, I have the precepts as well. But these two videos here, are key videos, are very important to prophecy in the end times. And as you can see here, the first video I have pulled up is from Timecast IRL. And it says, Dems and GOP pass bill banning criticizing small hat and overt violation of Constitution, right? And I'm sure you brothers and sisters out there by now have heard this news. If you haven't, you'll see it here in this video. But, they passed a bill, man, to where you cannot criticize the small hats, all right? And this is in wake of all the protests that's happening here in Babylon the Great and around the world on different college campuses who are calling out these small hats for being the devil, okay? And this goes to show you that Esau, right, these elites, they can't take no criticism, man. They hate being called out. And so what they do is that they use the power of the pen to pretty much get their way, man. To pretty much, cover up their BS, man. All right, because it is clear as day that those small hats are the wicked, okay? And what they're doing to the people over there in Gaza isn't right, okay? According to the standards of this world, because really I don't give a damn about what's going on. Well, as in, what's happening to the people in Gaza. I could give a damn. But it is prophecy, okay? But as for me caring for, man, I don't give a damn. That's on them. Okay, we got our own shit going on. But nevertheless, it's prophecy, man. And these small hats, all right, they look, man, they cannot take no criticism, bro. And they're pretty much gonna start locking people up. That's what's gonna lead to, okay? You've been jailed for coming up against these small hats, man. And really, these bills are really be getting passed to aim at us, man. Okay, just like during the time of Daniel, all right, they passed a law, that anyone shouldn't be praying, pretty much into their gods, and it was really for Daniel, okay, because they were jealous of Daniel, man, but they just made it for everybody, okay. And so I believe through the spirit that, hey man, it's the same thing today. They want to get us off the highways and byways, pretty much, right? Too much heat is coming up on them, man. And even the world is saying this. So I'm going to play a small portion here of this video. And Lord willing, this lesson here be edifying, man. All right.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, from NBC News. House passes anti-Semitism bill with broad bipartisan support amid campus arrests. The Anti-Semitism Awareness Act would require the Education Department to adopt the definition of anti-Semitism used by the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. Oh boy, wow. It passed with 320 to 91. 21 Republicans and 70 Democrats voted against the legislation. I'm actually surprised.
Me too.
To see as many Democrats vote against it. I'm not surprised by the Republicans, but the Democratic Party is pushing very heavily away from Israel. So I guess it's not really that surprising. They say the bill, titled the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act, would mandate that the Education Department adopt the broad definition of anti-Semitism used by the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance, an intergovernmental group to enforce anti-discrimination laws. The international group defines anti-Semitism as a certain perception of Jews, which may be expressed as hatred towards Jews. I mean, that's actually very vague. The group adds that rhetorical and physical manifestations of anti-Semitism include such things as calling for the killing or harming of Jews or holding Jews collectively responsible for actions taken by the state of Israel.
Wow. this devil crazy, man. He's crazy. Listen to what it says, right? It says the international group defines anti-Semitism as certain perception of Jews, right, which may be expressed as hatred towards Jews. The group adds that a rhetorical and physical manifestation of anti-Semitism includes such things as calling for the, unaliving or harming Jews, right? Even though Netanyahu, okay, he's calling for the unaliving and the harming of the people in Gaza, calling them Amalek, unaliving aid workers, unaliving children. These devils, okay, they're doing all kind of wickedness over there, man. But once you reverse it and say, hey, look, y'all need to be this, y'all need to be that. Oh, no, that's, oh my God, anti-Semitism. They hate us. This devil, man. Oh my goodness, boy. Esau, dude, how you going to survive the judgment that's coming, man? How you going to survive the kingdom when we get our hands on you, dude? Because you're truly full of you know what, man. Okay? It says, as calling for the unaliving or harming of Jews or holding Jews collectively responsible for actions taken by the state of Israel. So you can't hold them responsible for what's going on. That's anti-Semitism, bro. This goddamn cracker, man. This fucking cracker, man, got some damn nerves, bro. You can't be held responsible. You're guilt-free of what you're doing. Are you fucking kidding me, nigga? He don't want to be held responsible, man. And that's the scriptures. That's the scriptures, bro. He don't want to be held responsible for nothing, okay? This goddamn cracker got some nerves, bro. Oh, man. Come on, man. He don't want to be held responsible for what's going on in Gaza or well, look, anything, okay? He don't want to be held responsible at all. Jeremiah 49:12. For thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And that's Israel. We have drunken of the cup of slavery, misery, right? Hardship. It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So this devil, man, in his mind, he should go unpunished. In his mind, he's not doing no wrong. And they're trying to paint these people as these innocent people who are being attacked by these, terrorists, man. But really, they're the terrorists. Okay, the small hats. All right? They're the terrorists, man. And America is backing these terrorists, bro. You can't hold them responsible. Nigga, you crazy. Well, the Most High gonna hold you responsible, as he's saying here in the scriptures, man. But the boy trying to label everything anti-Semitism, right? Man, get the hell out of here, dude.
I mean, some of these things are fair, right? The problem is, we have the bill pulled up. I'll throw it to Thomas Massey. He says, today the House will vote in a...
Man, ain't none of that BS fair, man. They're clearly in the wrong. They've always been in the wrong ever since they invaded the land of Israel, man. They've always been wrong. What the hell is you talking about?
The bill to define anti-Semitism with the intent to increase prosecutions of activity on campuses. The bill has a problem beyond violating the First Amendment. The definition of anti-Semitism appears nowhere in the bill. To find the legally adopted definition of anti-Semitism, one must go to the website below. Not only is the definition listed here, but one also finds specific examples of anti-Semitic speech. Are those examples made part of the law itself? Do you agree with all of these examples of anti-Semitism? Should people in America be prosecuted for saying these things in all contexts? I think not. This is a poorly conceived, unconstitutional bill, and I will vote no. Well, here we are. The bill is passed, and a few important things to point out. It says Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, et cetera, et cetera. They go on to mention that there's already, I think, here we go. On December 11, 2019, Executive Order 13899 extended protections against discrimination under the 1964 Civil Rights Act to individuals subjected to anti-Semitism on college and university campuses, and tasked federal agencies to consider the IHRA working definition of anti-Semitism when enforcing the Title VI of such act. Now, that's under Donald Trump. What we have here, I'll pull up Matt Walsh. Here's how he puts it. The vast majority of Republicans just voted for a bill to criminalize criticisms of the Israeli government. If the bill passes, you will be guilty of hate speech if you apply double standards to the government of Israel or accuse it of genocide. This is honestly one of the most insane pieces of legislation I have ever seen. A few examples, and then we'll just jump into it. And some of these I think are okay. It's like some of these are calling for aiding or justifying the killing or harming of Jews in the name of an ideology. Like, yeah, okay, I get that. The ones that Matt brings up, denying the Jewish people their right to self-determination by claiming that the existence of a state of Israel is a racist endeavor. That's actually pretty wild to say you are in violation of the 1964 Civil Rights Act if you think Israel is racist. I mean, that's an opinion on a state government. They say applying double standards by requiring of it a behavior not expected or demanded of any other democratic nation. Now, look, I rag on people with what I describe as Israel derangement syndrome, but I think it's fair for people to have concerns. Like if you are critical or concerned with one government or one issue, that's not wrong. You're allowed to care about, I made the joke earlier. Can we talk about Myanmar instead? You're allowed to only care about the Philippines. You're allowed to only care about Japan. You're allowed to only care about the United States. It's actually pretty crazy that they're trying to say that's anti-Semitism. Using the symbols and images associated with classic anti-Semitism to characterize Israel or Israelis, drawing comparisons of contemporary Israeli policy to that of the Nazis. This is literally saying criticizing Israel's policies and drawing comparisons to the Nazis. This would be a violation of the 1964 Civil Rights Act under this new law.
So two things, right?
Right. To make a man an offender for a word, man. You can't call them out, okay? If you call out these small hats, you are in violation, all right? These people have somewhat tried to make themselves unrebukable, and they justify all of their wickedness, all right? They even pass laws to do it, okay? Real quick, we get this Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, okay? That's an unrighteous decree, man. To where you can't criticize or hold them responsible. That's anti-Semitism. Is you say, hey, look, y'all are wrong for doing this. To them, that's anti-Semitism. Just by saying, hey, look, y'all wrong for doing this. You can't do that to the small hats now. And they'll get you prosecuted, man. This is unrighteousness, okay? Isaiah 29, verse 21, that make a man an offender for a word and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate is really going to boil down unto us, okay? This is why the Apostle Hart said what he said yesterday in his PSA videos, man, about pretty much using wisdom when you're dealing with these small hats now, because they can get you prosecuted or eventually thrown in jail. And me personally, once again, as I said earlier, I believe this bill was passed to pretty much come at us, just like during the time of Daniel, all right? It says, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. So you can't call them out no more like that, man. Now, as Apostle Hart said, ain't no wrong with telling the truth because we got the truth, But the extra like harsh things, he said, be wise on that. Because they can, holler oh my God, anti-Semitism, and then if they know shit, are you in jail for saying, look, they are a problem? This is crazy, man. The devil got some nerve, but he's being called out and despised by everybody. Okay? And he don't like that. Obadiah 1 verse 1. The vision of Obadiah thus said the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard an ambassador from the Lord, and we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. This man is greatly despised, man. Okay? And he don't like that. He don't like being despised. Okay? He hates being called out. He hates being held accountable. So he passes laws to try to cover his BS, man. This dude is the devil. Okay? He's the devil, man. And the Most High gonna get this nigga, right? This is why so much things are happening in the earth right now, man. It's all gonna lead up to Esau's downfall, man. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right. These devils don't think they're going down because they have the power right now, man, to pass laws to cover their BS, to justify all of their unalivings and terroristic acts, man. They justify it. And they're never wrong. Okay. I never seen a group of people who's never wrong. Right? Are these small hats, these American Edomites, they're never wrong. If you listen to them, slavery wasn't wrong, Jim Crow wasn't wrong, the redlining, all the hangings of Jake, that wasn't wrong in the eyes of Esau. And now the bombings that they're doing, they justify it all, man. This is the devil we're talking about, okay? It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh. So this man has exalted himself as the eagle, right? He got space stations, satellites everywhere. He think he the Most High, man. As it says in Isaiah chapter 14, that pretty much in his mind, he said, I will be like the Most High. But he's delusional, man, okay? And the Most High God has pumped up this man and brought him to a level to where he feel untouchable, to where he feel like he can defeat the Most High, man. But what he's going to find out very soon is that the power that he has comes from the Lord, man. And just as the Most High judged Pharaoh, right? Real quick, just as the Most High God judged Pharaoh and brought him low, the same thing coming to you devils, man. All right? Most High not playing with you guys, man. He's going to really do damage to you. All right? This is Romans 9:17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So Esau, here in this precept here, you are being compared to Pharaoh. All right, this is the Apostle Paul writing. Okay, he's writing it to the Romans. He's talking about Esau, man. If you didn't know, he's talking about Esau. The Apostle Paul knew that them damn Romans was Edomite. He knew it, man. This is why he had to talk in code. All right, but he mentioned Esau. Then he started, speaking in code pretty much, right? But he's talking about this damn white boy. Okay. And the Most High power going to be declared once you're a judge, devil. Okay. It says, therefore, he had mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will, he harden. And he has hardened you Edomites, man, to where you feel untouchable. Okay. You feel untouchable, man. All you crackers feel like that. All right. It says, thou would say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who have resisted his will? Nay, but O man, who art thou that replies against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Right. And this is what the Edomites are saying, man. They've been formed by the Lord. But then they question the Most High, right? They question everything about the Most High, man. But even Jake do too, right? It says, had not the potter power over the clay. We're the clay, man. These bodies are clay houses, man. It says, had not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. What is Paul talking about right here? Who's the vessel unto honor? That's Jacob. And the vessel unto dishonor is Esau. That's what he's talking about, man. He's a vessel of dishonor. Okay, the Most High don't like this nigga. It says, what if God willing to show his wrath and make his power known, endure with much long suffering, the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, right? The Most High God, he is enduring with much long suffering with this damn white boy, okay? But prophecy got to be fulfilled, man, right? As it says in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, that only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way, okay? Roughly paraphrasing that precept. It says, NLT real quick, in the same way, even though God has the right to show his anger and his power, he is very patient with those on whom his anger falls, who are destined for destruction. All right. Esau, he's destined to be destroyed. Okay. That's his lot, to be destroyed by the Lord. Real quick, Job, right? Job 21. I think it's 21 and 28. Yep, here we go. Job chapter 21, starting in verse 29, it says, have you not asked them that go by the way? And do you not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. So he is reserved, all right, for destruction, man. That's Esau's lot. And he don't understand this, all right? But the elites, they have an idea of it, right? But in their heads, they think they can defeat the Most High. It says, who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him what he had done? The Most High gonna do it, all right? But he also has set up the prophets to call him out, man, to tell him about himself that, hey, look, nigga, you going down. But ultimately, it's going to be Yahushua, right? Who's going to destroy him with the brightness of his coming and the breath of his lips, okay? That's going into the chariots. If you read the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, it's going into the Lord appearing in those chariots, man, and taking Esau's ass out. That's how he's going down, all right? Back in Obadiah, it says, if these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they have enough? Right. If these come in your house, man, they ain't going to steal everything, right? They're going to leave some behind. But the Lord is saying, look, I'm not leaving nothing behind. You will be utterly destroyed, Esau. If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Right. Can't get all the grapes. Some gonna be left behind, some on the ground, some of them that the people didn't see. But the Most High is saying here in this verse that nothing will be left of Esau. Absolutely nothing. Okay, he's going to completely take this man down. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up, right, man? This devil being called out, he don't like it. So now he want to pass bills to cover up their BS, man, and make you an offender for saying, hey, look, y'all are wrong, okay? This is the devil that we're dealing with, man. But his time is coming, okay? His time is coming to be judged by the Lord, man, all right? And I'll play this last video here. I'm going to play only a couple minutes of this video here. And then I'm going to close out for time's sake, right? But this is from Moores Invest, right? From the redacted show, right? Clayton. It says the WEF just admitted the US dollar is about to change forever, right? And this is something that, the apostles and brothers have been covering for a while now, right? To come in MOTB system, and more information going to come out about it. And the more that it does, the more we're going to speak about it and show you brothers and sisters out there, man. All right, and this is a real thing. Okay. And just, bro, just pay attention to the spirit, how all this shit is happening at the same time, man. The MOTB, World War III being prepared, Esau being called out, protesting the planet Earth, earthquakes, famines and floodings. I mean, it is so much happening at the same time, man. It's impossible to keep up with everything. But these are signs that Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai is working in the planet Earth, man. Okay? So I'm going to play this here, and Lord willing, this is edifying, all right?
Well, the World Economic Forum has finally admitted what we've been saying here on the show. The US dollar is about to change forever. That's right. We knew that CBDCs were rolling out central bank digital currencies, but this week we heard directly from Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum that in fact 98% of central banks are preparing to launch CBDCs. Again, this right from the mouth of the World Economic Forum. After all, this is their plan. They've wanted to take away control of the monetary system, get it out of the hands of individual sovereign governments, individuals, and put it in the hands of Wall Street and sort of and larger banks. Now, when you have to understand the central bank structure in the United States, it's controlled by Wall Street. This is the goal, is to allow those big multinationals to control the money supply, get it out of the hands of the U.S. Treasury. Take that power away from Janet Yellen and the U.S. Treasury. Take it away from individual governments. Put it in the hands of a few massively large banks. And this all comes on the same week that we also saw more bank collapses in the United States, more seizures of banks, and massive amounts of U.S. deposits drying up in banks. See how this happens? All of these smaller banks get gobbled up by the big guys. So the J.P. Morgans, you have the Wells Fargos, Bank of America, you have Deutsche Bank, and these few massive large banks control the entire process. So let's go through what the World Economic Forum is saying here, which is startling, but we knew this was coming. So get ready, guys, to have like no cash anymore. Get ready to have a digital ID, a digital wallet that will control everything. Now, I know some of you might be saying, that's fake news. Well, frankly, you don't know what you're talking about. I've been studying and tracking this for a very long time. I point you to my deep dive interviews here with Whitney Webb, who's one of the foremost authorities on tracking all of the structure of these CBDCs. And it's startling. The control is coming, guys. I mean, think about their ability to track everything you're doing through a digital ID on your phone. Okay. They'll be able to watch your carbon footprint. Oh, you've traveled too much this month. So no, you are not allowed to buy gasoline anymore for this month until the calendar resets for the month, because you've driven to see grandma too many times, or you've been on the road too much, or you've flown too much, or you've bought too much meat, right? This is the ridiculousness that we're currently facing right now, but they'll be able to.
Right. That's how crazy life's going to get, man. We keep saying it and keep showing you. This is how weird this shit going to get, bro. And when this stuff hits Babylon the Great, man, all right, you're really going to see a change in the air. A change in the atmosphere, man. Amongst the people, you're going to see a change, man. But also, what you're going to see? More rebellions, right? Because look, bro, these Americans are used to too much freedoms, okay? They dwell carelessly, as the scripture says. They ain't trying to hear no, I can't go here and go there as I please. They're going to have the attitude, okay? And that's going to cause more hell and chaos in these streets, man. This is beautiful, all right? But this is all leading to the MOTB system, bro, all right?
To track every transaction. And of course, they want everything then tied to the blockchain. This is the tokenization of every asset, farmland, everything in the United States. So they will be controlling everything and watching everything. It is coming. This is the dream. Now, they've already rolled this out in Ukraine. You remember, Ukraine is really a testing ground for a lot of this. They rolled this out using what's known as the DIA app. Okay, DIA was an app that was built by USAID, USAID, and the United States government, and of course, with the help of the World Economic Forum, to put this into a test bed process where everything can pay right with your phone in Ukraine, track everything. You can even rat on your neighbors. That's right, built inside the application. This is like 1984 level stuff here, guys. And we don't know how all of this is going to come together, but we do know the goal. The goal is total control. The goal is to get rid of cash. The goal is to make sure that every transaction is monitored and controlled through a central system that is all digital. So the organization that argues that wholesale CBDCs, which are restricted to large transactions between financial institutions, could address banking industry challenges related to interbank payments and securities transactions. So according to the World Economic Forum, they say that CBDCs are poised to improve our cross-border transactions. Of course, that's how they're pitching it, right? That, the amount of time that it takes for wires to happen, and I agree with this. I will agree that the process of sending wires right now is a disaster. It's like 7 or 8 different steps to confirm you're sending a transaction, then it's sending an information back, then it's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So cross-border transactions should be dramatically improved. But is this the answer, where we remove cash and we put it instead in the control of central banks so that we don't have a physical representation of currency anymore?
Right. And this system is going to be promoted as a convenient system for you, man. All right. A more easier way to operate in society, make everything more easier for you, don't worry about carrying cash. This is a thing of old, Oh, send the money here or there. Oh, no, don't worry about that. Traveling, an hour to a store. Oh, don't worry about that. We got 15-minute cities. You ain't got to go that far. You can go right here 15 minutes. You can have everything that you want. This is what, society's finna come to, man. Okay?
Simply have a digital representation of some sort of an international world currency. The organization, the WEF, acknowledges, however, that the legal and the regulatory elements needed to make widespread CBDCs possible have an unknown time frame. So again, 98% of central banks are preparing to launch this, but you have certain states in the United States which are pushing back against this. When you have Florida, for instance, saying no CBDCs, and you're going to have other countries that are going to say no to this. So I think we're really heading for an interesting moment right now with our monetary policy and entering this next phase. But we've been warning you it's coming. And here we have the World Economic Forum saying 98% are preparing to launch CBDCs. We'll get back to the video in a second. But look, your money is...
All right. So this I want to put in this video here. You can watch the rest of it. All of it is good, man. Very, very informative. Okay. But this is what's coming, man. Continue to watch, continue to pray, man, because things are about to get very, very shaky. All right. So we're going to close out. Lord willing, it was edifying. I'll praise Yahweh by Shem, Shalom.